This is the story of the American Red Cross West Central Georgia chapter, serving 8 counties with a total population of 539,000, working round the clock to comfort families who have lost everything in a fire, helping an evacuee get back home, collecting blood during a critical shortage, sending supplies to grateful soldiers, serving your neighbors across the street and around the world. We are mandated by Congress to help people prevent, prepare for, and respond to emergencies and disasters. Families depend on us to get the job done. Our small staff is aided by volunteers who provide leadership, teach life-saving skills, and are uniquely trained to respond to disasters. They give of their time and talents, an hour a week or 100 hours a month. They are the heart of the Red Cross. Together, committed to providing help and hope when it's needed most.
So it's extremely important to have the Red Cross here to provide that service to those citizens, because some folks just don't have any place else to turn. They don't have family in town that they could turn to, or opportunities to do anything. I mean, they're stuck there with nothing. So the Red Cross is at least able to provide them initial assistance to get them started, get their life started back in order.
On a cold October morning, shortly after midnight, the Red Cross is called in to help as a piece of Columbus history burns to the ground.
The Red Cross was able to help assist not only the residents that may be in jeopardy, that we may have had to evacuate from their houses. In addition to that, they provided for our personnel water, meals, and with an extended, protracted scene like the Big Mill Fire was. You know, I can tell you, for those first responders that are on scene, they appreciate that.
When Hurricane Gustav threatened New Orleans, families fled to Red Cross shelters. Memories of Katrina drove many to Columbus, where the chapter welcomed more than 300 evacuees to a safe haven, with food, counseling, and a shoulder to lean on. For most of us, it's unimaginable to be uprooted from our home in the middle of the night. It's even more unthinkable to lose a child. When fire broke out at Andrews Court Apartments, 2 4-year-old girls died. The Red Cross was there to provide food, a place to stay, household supplies, and most importantly, comfort. For those families who literally lost everything, the chapter helped pay to bury their daughters. We never know what tomorrow will bring.
You see that line right there?
I see that. I see that.
That's just how high it got.
Cortez Taylor watched helplessly when torrential rains flooded his home. The rising waters covered his car, then ravaged his home. He called the Red Cross, and we were there.
Well, they provided me a place to stay at the Days Inn on Macon Road. They gave me food from Publix, and they just been wonderful. I can't say enough about the Red Cross.
Sometimes the storm is personal. Then the Red Cross provides the gift of life. In 1985, Michael Bleckley was diagnosed with kidney cancer. Not long after that, he developed a life-threatening blood disorder.
Often about every 4 to 6 weeks, I have to have a pint of blood removed. And so naturally with kidney cancer, I lost my health insurance. And so it's very expensive to do that. You go to the hospital, it's like $125, and that was back in 1985, 87 by that time. And so I found out that the Red Cross did that as a service.
The owner of the historic Bullock House restaurant in Warm Springs is now healthy, happy to welcome guests to a buffet of Southern specialties. He says he'll always be grateful to Red Cross Blood Services and for all the ways Red Cross lights a candle of hope.
We never know when we're going to get hit by that tornado. We always think that it can't happen to our community, but we're just a storm away.
Red Cross volunteers will always be there, whether the emergency is down your street or half a world away. For military families, that's a great comfort. We are the lifeline between the soldier in Iraq and their family back here at home through 24/7 emergency messaging. We brief thousands of soldiers and their families each month through our Fort Benning office in how to use that service, provide Martin Army Hospital with volunteers, including shuttling patients and visitors. Soldiers see their family, friends, and Red Cross smiling faces during deployments and welcome home canteens. The American Red Cross was born through the angel of the battlefield, Clara Barton. Today, our military role continues to expand with the adoption of the Red Cross Station in Baghdad, offering soldiers a piece of home with coffee, books, and ingredients for their favorite fresh-baked bread.
There we really are their mother and their sister. Most of the soldiers that we are in contact with is in the worst place in their life. Not only are they at war and they're trying very hard to protect our country, but they've also had a trauma at home. And so they're standing in the middle of their duty to their country and their duty to their family. So we're that hand, that shoulder, the other thing that they look, to sit and watch them cry or just sit with them.
We teach at Fort Benning and in our community as well how to save lives. Our mission is to teach life-saving skills to at least one person in every family, which is why in March, recognized as Red Cross Month, we have annually held CPR classes at no cost. Every 33 minutes, someone dies from sudden cardiac arrest. Could it be your mother, your son?
What I'm going to do is a head tilt chin lift, okay? Get close to your person and see if he is breathing.
Maybe you'll be at work with someone who's trained to save lives, like the Fort Benning construction worker who took our CPR class and was able to save the life of a co-worker injured in a fall.
We get no response, so what are you going to do?
In 2009, the chapter took on one of our most ambitious challenges, Each One Save One, to expand free CPR and AED training to surrounding counties, adding Meriwether, Stewart, Harris, Marion, and Talbot counties, with the goal of reaching at least 5,000 people. Each One Save One covers 3 fronts. In addition to free CPR, basic aid training, or BAT, is offered at school campuses from Luthersville to Lumpkin. More than 1,000 third graders are learning how to respond to emergencies and rescue breathing, or basic aid training.
If he's still choking and it doesn't come out, then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to do that nose again.
What lies ahead for the West Central Georgia chapter? Between BRAC and new directives from the Department of Defense, our service to Fort Benning soldiers and their families will expand to include support for the Warrior Transition Unit and for families facing the PTSD crisis. Our disaster response focus on the commitment to make all service area counties safer will include pre-positioning supplies in outlying counties in an effort to stay ahead of the storm and deliver help quickly and more efficiently.
The Red Cross comes in to assist those folks in their time of need. And that's when folks realize how important the Red Cross is. That they have an avenue now, they have someone to assist them, that understands their needs, that they've seen it before. And not only the physical needs, but a lot of times the emotional needs. To have somebody just to talk to say, hey, I'm here to help you, that means a lot.
So what do you think about the Red Cross?
#1 in my book.
Our number one priority hasn't changed in our 83-year history: to always be there. The need grows, the economic crisis slows donations, the request for support is more urgent than ever before. We must be there to give help and hope when it's needed most.